Question number 8. Find the number of ways for 6 people, namely Amin, Budi, Chang, Deepa, Emma, and Fakru to sit at a round table if Emma and Fakru must sit side by side. Let's have a look. Make Emma and Fakru as one people, meaning that we are going to tie them up into one people. So that means the number of the object now become 5. Alright, so sit at a round table. For arrangement, circular permutation, the formula is n minus 1 factorial. So we will take 5 minus 1 factorial. So arrangement in a circular round table, circular permutation. We have 4 factorial, which is 24 ways. So number of ways for Emma and Fakru is 2p2 or 2 factorial, right? So in order to arrange a 2 into 1, we have 2 factorial. So total number of ways is equal to 24 times with the 2 factorial. So the answer is 24 times 2 times 1. So the answer is 48 ways. For B, Emma and Fakru cannot sit side by side. Cannot sit side by side. So we have found out that Emma and Fakru must sit side by side. So in this case, we can use the number of ways arranging the 6 people, which is 6 minus 1 factorial, because still sit at a round table. So it's 120 ways to arrange all the 6 people sitting at a round table. So in this case, we have to minus out 48. So Emma and Fakru cannot sit side by side. Is 120 minus out 48. So the answer is 72 ways. So that is how you solve the number of ways whereby Emma and Fakru cannot sit side by side. Let's proceed to the next question. 12 stalks of flowers consisting of 3 red flowers, 4 blue flowers, and 5 white flowers will be attached onto a string to make a wreath of flowers. Do you know what is wreath? Wreath of flowers. Let me show you what is the wreath of the flowers. Okay, later I will show you. Let's see, we are going to calculate the number of ways the arrangement of the flowers to make the wreath. Okay, what is wreath? Wreath is actually in a circle, right? In a circle shape. So let's have a closer look of the wreath of the flowers. We have 12 stalks of flowers. Alright, we have 12 stalks of flowers. That means n is equal to 12. Because the wreath is in a circle, so we have to use the concept of circular permutation, right? Remember, for circular permutation, the formula is n minus 1 factorial. So the answer is 12 minus 1 factorial if we want to arrange the 12 stalks of flowers in a circular shape. So the number of ways will be 11 factorial. But due to we have 2 directions, either clockwise and anti-clockwise for the circle. So we have to divide by 2, right? After that, we have to divide by the number of the flowers they are having the same color, right? We have red color. 3 are identical objects. We have to divide same color. And then we have 4 blue colors. So we have to divide by 4 factorial. And also we have to divide by 5 factorials for the white flowers. So the answer is 1155 ways for us to arrange the flowers in a wreath shape. Please do not forget to divide by identical color. Same color, so we have to divide, right? Let's see question number 10. An entrance test to a private school contains 6 questions in part A and 7 questions in part B. Each candidate needs to answer 10 questions, of which at least 4 questions are from part A. Find the number of ways a candidate can answer these 10 questions. So we have many cases. The condition is at least 4 questions from part A. For part A, total number of questions is 6. So for the case 1, let's say a candidate chose 4 questions from 6 questions in part A. Alright, so the number of ways is 64, and this is a combination because the order is not important. So out of 6, choose 4. For section A, we have 4 questions. Now in order to make sure we answer 10 questions, so for section B, we need another 6 questions to make sure we get a total of 10 questions. So section B, the total number of questions is 7. So out of 7 from part B, the candidate need to choose another 6 questions, right? And again, the order is not important because this is a group of questions. So it's 7C6 for the part B. Alright, so later we will solve the case 1 by multiply. How about case 2? At least 4 in section A. So the student can choose to answer 5 questions in section A. Right, so 5 questions from 6 questions in section A in part A will be 65. And then the balance of another 5, the candidate need to choose from part B. So the number of ways to choose from part B will be 75. We will multiply later on. For case 3, the student can choose to answer all the 6 questions in part A, right? The part A got 6 questions. So it's 6C6. So hence, another 4 questions the candidate need to choose from the part B, which consists of 7 questions, which is 7C4. So in this case, we have 3 cases, either case 1, which is 6C4 times 7C6, or when we see all, we will plus. Case 2, we will multiply the case 2, which is 6C5 multiplied by 7C5. Or we can have case 3. So we can just multiply 6C6 by another 4 questions, 7C4 from the part B. So the total number of ways is case 1 or case 2 or case 3. So we need to add up all the answer. Alright, so the final answer is 266 ways. On to the next question. Question 11. A local community committee of 3 members are to be selected from 4 couples. Ways to select the committee members if no condition is imposed. B. All members of the committee are husbands. C. A husband and his wife cannot serve in the same committee together. So we have 4 couples, meaning that we have 4 times 2 persons. One couple consists of husband and wife, which is 2 persons. So that means we have 8 persons. Out of 8 persons, since there is no condition, right? So we need to choose. The committee must have 3 members. So out of 8 persons, we will choose 3 persons. We actually use a combination because the order is not important. It's either husband or wife. It's okay. It's so long as there are 3 persons. So it's just a group of 3 persons. So out of 8 persons, we will choose 3 persons. So the answer is 56 way. Let's see for B. All members of the committee are husbands. Now the condition apply. That means we have to choose all the 3 are husbands. Now since we have 4 couples, of course we have 4 husbands and 4 wives. So out of 4 husbands, we will choose the 3 husbands first. Alright. So it's selection. So it's 4 choose R is 3. So all members of the committee are husbands. The numbers of ways will be 4C3. So the answer is 4C3. We use a formula of NCR because the order is not important. So 4C3, if you press your calculator, you will get the answer, which is equivalent to 4 ways. Alright, let's proceed to C. A husband and his wife cannot serve in the same committee together. So let's say we have 3 members and then from the 4 couples. Right, for C is a bit challenging. Actually, there are many ways to do. Either you want to select 3 couples out of 4 couples first. I think we choose 3 couples first from the 4 couples. We have 4 groups, right? Each group 1 couple. So we choose out the 3 groups first. So we actually want to choose 4 from the 4. We want to choose 3 couples out from the 4 couples. Okay, so we have number of ways to choose the couples. The 3 couples will be 4C3. Now, after we select the 3 couples, you just imagine that you have 3 couples, and then we can select the 1 husband from the first couple, and then we have a balance of the 2. We have 2 people, right? Which is a balance. The wife. So we choose 1 wife. 2C1. So same thing apply for the second couple. We choose 1 husband or wife from the second couple. Okay, but bear in mind that it's 2C1, and select 1 husband or wife from the third couple. It's also 2C1 because 1 couple is just 1 person choosing from that couple. 1 couple is 2, right? So you just choose 1. So each group will choose 1 husband. So in this case, we are going to multiply 4C3 and then we times a 2C1 from the couple 1 and a 2C1 from the couple 2 and a 2C1 from the couple 3. So we have total number of ways which is 32. So they cannot serve the same committee together, right? So that is how we answer this question. So let's proceed to the next question. A taxi has a seat in the front and 3 seats at the back, right? Normally when you go for taxi, you have to sit with the driver. There's only one seat, and then there are 3 seats behind. So Zara and her 3 friends wanted to take a taxi. Find a number of possible ways where they can choose their seats if no condition is imposed. If no condition is imposed, that means the number of the people is 4, right? And out of 4 people, they can sit any way they like, isn't it? So in this case, we can say that the total number of ways is actually depends on the seat in the front and the 3 seats at the back, right? So select 1 people from 4 people for front seat. So it's out of 4, we choose 1 person to sit beside the driver, which is for C1, right? And then from the remaining 3 person, we can choose all the 3 to sit at the back of the car seat, which is 3. We are going to choose 3 for the 3 seats. So it's 3 C3 is just 1 way, so they can just 3 of them can just sit any way they like. So this is actually not order is not important, so it's not a permutation, it's a combination. So the answer is just 4C1 times 3 C3. So the answer is E1 times 3 C3 is equal to 4 way. So let's see B. If Zara wants to sit in the front, so the other 3 people can only sit in at the back seat. So since Zara offered herself to sit beside the driver, so there is only 1 Zara. Of course, there is only 1 way. So the other 3 people sit at the back, so it's 3C3. So actually it's just 1C1 multiplied by 3C3. So the answer is just 1 way. So how about C? Zara want to sit at the back. Okay, if Zara want to sit at the back, so if Zara want to sit at the back, so Zara go to the back, 1C1, 1 way, and then we have 3 remaining people. We will assign 1 of them to sit in front, so it will be 3C1, and the balance will be sit at the back, which is 2C2. So the answer is 1 times 3C1 times 2C2. So the answer is just 3 ways, right? Now let's move on to the next question. Number 13. There are 15 pupils who enjoy solving the puzzles. They meet each other to solve the puzzles. After their first meeting, they shake hands with each other. Find the number of handshakes if all shake hands with one another. So if all the students shake hands with one another, shaking hand is just involving 2 hands, right? So just select 2 pupils from the 15 pupils. So it's 15 choose 2. So the answer is 15C2. So the number of ways is 105 ways. 3 people who know one another do not shake hands with each other. Do not shake hands. There are 3 people. So select 2 people from 3 people. So will be 3C2, right? So let's see, 3C2 is actually equivalent to 3C1, which is 3 ways, right? So let's see how to proceed. So we will take the total, all shake hands with one another, minus out the 3C2. So the answer is 105 minus 3C2. So it is 105 minus 3, which is 102 ways. So let's solve the problem involving shake hands. Let's move on to the next question. The last question is question number 14. Using the vertices of a nonagon, find the number of ways a straight line can be drawn. B. Triangles can be formed. C. Triangles that can be formed. So that's all my class for today. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.